Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Bobbya, and I'm joined by my main man, Matt Moresco, and Matt Wong, who's always behind the camera and never wants to come in front. But I want to welcome everyone to the Bobbya podcast, where we just talk about random-ass topics, things that we talk about at work or just in general, and just decided to bring it to you guys. So, what's up, man?
How you doing?
What's up, Matt Wong?
Hey, yo.
All right, so today's topic, I talk about this a lot, too. Like, this is one of my biggest things that I fear is going to happen. Not a natural disaster like a earthquake or a hurricane or tornado. My biggest fear is the impending zombie apocalypse. So people that follow me on Twitter and watch my commentaries, like my Call of Duty stuff, they know I talk about this a lot. I've probably done maybe 2 or 3 videos where I talk about what I would do in the zombie apocalypse. But the problem is, it's always like this timed thing where I only talk about it for I only get like maybe between 5 to 10 minutes to talk about it. And I don't really get to really expand on what I would like to do. So I thought today would be a good time for me to really talk about that and get some feedback from what you would do, Matt Wong, and we just bounce some ideas and some philosophies around. So I don't know. People already know what I want to do, and I'm gonna expand on that. But I'm gonna just start with you. Impending zombie apocalypse, and this is what we're gonna do. So let's just say, because for me, it has to be ideal. This apocalypse has to happen around 8 p.m. any given night.
At 8 p.m. Why 8 p.m.?
I thought he was going to go like, so do you have a family, no family? Like, no, it fucking starts at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. That's the only rule.
Prime time.
Because I'm more than likely going to be at home around that time. I mean, you can't time it, but just saying 8 p.m., you're sitting at the house and all of a sudden the news segment comes on. Somebody gets on there and it's like, yo, people are out here biting people. because that's how it always happens in the movies and stuff. You always got that news segment where they're like, yeah, and in other news, people are going around biting each other and other person's getting up and now they're biting people. So you hear that. What are you doing?
I'm probably going to turn on my right and just start biting my girlfriend.
you gotta, I'm telling you. News segment comes on. You watching Dawson's Creek or whatever the hell you watch.
Fuck, no, I ain't watching Dawson's Creek.
What is it, 1997?
News segment comes on, breaking news. People are biting each other and the craziness is happening.
And this applies to like how we're living today, right? So like I'm probably at my house with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
First thing, I don't know. So if the news breaks and they're saying people are biting people, they're turning to zombies.
Yeah, like they're getting up, because you know, on the movies they always have it where they showing the person sitting there talking about. Then they go to like the B-roll footage or someone live on the scene, and people are just herds of people are just jumping on people. And when I say biting, I'm talking like they ripping each other to shreds, eating each other, and then that person with half of their body, they're getting up.
Set the scene like The Last of Us. You played that game.
Yeah.
You're watching TV, you're at home, all of a sudden, you see on the news, zombie happens, and then the zombie all of a sudden is like at your window.
Yeah.
And you need to get the hell out of Dodge. What's your first instinct? Like, what do you do?
I'm going to grab my girlfriend, we're going to get in the car, and I'm going to head to the Santa Cruz Mountains. My first reaction would be to head to Lake Tahoe because I know the area, and I could build some fucking tree forts and stay up in the air.
How far away is that? That's
a 4-hour drive. That's why I wouldn't go to Tahoe. And you have to go to the heart of the city, and odds are this is going to break in the city.
You're going to be fucked if you do that. Yeah. There's no highways that's going to be clear. I mean, you probably could.
The bridges are going to probably be blocked, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's going off the bridges. So going south is smart because everyone's trying to.
And I can just cruise Highway 1
Santa
or
Cruz
280.
That sounds like a good idea.
And it's along the coast. It probably hasn't fucking made it that far yet. Because odds are San Francisco is already taken over.
Yeah
so I'm not heading towards the city. I'm going to head the opposite way. I'm just going to try to stick it out in the mountains. I mean, assuming I only have like 10, 15 minutes like to react to this top. Mm-hmm. So I bring all the food that's in the house. I try to bring the necessities. Get my girlfriend, go in the car, maybe pick up my dad and my sister along the way, and probably my mom and my grandmother, and just head to...
Damn, that's a lot of...
That's
probably...
You got a van? You got a bus?
No, that's 5 people. I can fit 5 in my car.
Okay.
And I'd head to the Santa Cruz Mountains, and... Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just fucking try to make it out amongst the trees. I guess zombies can't climb trees, right?
So you live in the wilderness.
I'm living in the wilderness.
At the end of time.
I'm hunting for food, and just... trying to play shit fighter.
And a good thing for us being where we're at in California, where you saying how you're gonna live in the wilderness. It's not gonna get that cold. I mean, the lowest that I've experienced it's like 38, 39
Yeah.
degrees. We not somewhere where it's gonna snow.
No, we're not in fucking Edmonton where it's like 20.
Yeah, we gonna get some rain. We gonna get some rain, but you'll be able to build. Build some. So are you just building this stuff by yourself, or can your lady build, or
No, she can't
can your
build for
dad?
shit.
And your
My
mom?
dad can't build for shit. My
So
dad's an accountant.
you're doing a.
A lot of shit's gonna fall on my shoulders. So we might be in a little bit of trouble early on, but that's what I'm gonna do.
That's the plan, though. So
That's
go
the
to
plan.
Santa Cruz Mountains. That's not a bad idea. Santa Cruz Mountain. You're gonna struggle. Food. I mean, are you a like experienced hunter or something?
No,
like
but
that?
I'll become one pretty fast if I have to be.
Okay, because you like being in the wilderness. You like taking hikes and shit like that,
Right.
that crazy shit.
I like backpacking. I've stayed overnight in the wilderness. I think I could definitely, if push came to shove, I could learn how to do that shit on the fly. Whether it's like making arrows, like making spears. It'd be a challenge for a while, but I like if I have to do something in order to survive, like I'll get it done.
I like that idea. I like because just based off that you're trying to. I mean, a lot of people gonna be thinking like you going towards that way, and getting get to the mountains. I mean, or just getting out of the city going your way. But I think that can work. I mean, it's gonna be some real. You guys are gonna lose a lot of weight because a lot. I see a lot of flawed. There's a lot of flaws here in this plan. But I think you have the right idea. But it's gonna take some time and a lot of luck for one, you not to get caught up going to pick up mom and dad and grandma. Two, when you finally find a spot, it's gonna be like, so what are we doing now? Like, I don't think you're gonna just get there and have this vision like some of the folks when they got to Las Vegas, they saw the desert and was like, I see this vision of lights, and like, I don't think you're gonna have that vision when you get to your preferred spot. All right, I like your idea. We'll come back to that because I might try to pick that apart. So same scenario for you. You're sitting at the house, doing something. Breaking news, 8 o'clock. You're sitting here. What are you doing?
Well, I guess the first thing, like you said, Bob, you find an engineer so you can find out who can build stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find someone who's really good at hunting so you can find food. So some sort of like Marine or Boy Scout or Navy SEAL.
You gotta have somebody
you
to
gotta
do that.
accumulate.
So you gonna call them up at 8:05? You gonna get on the horn and start calling these people up?
You gotta figure out, yeah. Or what do you think? Do you think maybe going to a military base would be the safest thing? You in the movies, right? Like,
See, that's the thing. Those are always the first
That's
places
actually
to
a good
fall. Those are the first place because they always. That's the thing.
They
In
know-
all those
they know
movies,
that's the
they're
place to
they're
go.
always going. Okay, we're gonna. Here's the safe zones. You gotta get to Fort Henry and Fort John and all that. But the problem ends up being that those be the first places to fall because what ends up happening and this always happens. It's always that one person that's been bitten or something and they hide it because they don't want people to know. So by the time they turn, they gonna bite the next person, and then before you know it, Fort John or Fort Henry's overran.
Can we discuss this though?
Yeah.
The physics of zombies. Like, how do they get superpower? World War Z. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
How did they get how did they become superhuman?
That they were fast.
Right? Aren't zombies traditionally supposed to be slow?
See,
And,
it's been crazy
They work
because
fucking fast.
in the one of my favorite ones, the old 1962 or 64 one where Romero did. That one, dude, those zombies were slow. The only thing that you had to worry about was them coming together and outnumbering you and surrounding you. But man, dude, you get them, you set one-on-one. Oh man, you're gonna be knocking them back.
The first thing you want to find is some sort of high SUV Hummer type truck vehicle so you can drive through them, right?
I don't know, man. At the
But what
wild,
if you don't
I think
have time
you're
to
gonna
react for any of this shit? Like, what if you just have to? I mean,
Or maybe that's the question. Whether you have the resources or not. What are you looking for? You're looking
yeah,
for...
I'm not gonna be going to the yellow pages looking to hire these fucking people.
I mean,
as freelancers.
But instinctually, who would you want? What do you want? What are the things you need, right? You need a vehicle, because you see people get attacked in sedans and stuff. You want a big ass truck, like a F-150 with tons of
extra
weapons.
duty.
Dude, I'm going in the fucking mountains and I'm building an Ewok village type fort.
See, I like that.
And
Hey, see, your thing is you're gonna need people to help you. You get there. See, my thing. I've had more and more time to think about what I want to do. Honestly, I planned this out accordingly.
I've never thought about this once in my life.
So I'm telling you, most people have water and canned goods and stuff like that, and bags packed for an earthquake. Because in California, that's our biggest thing. We got to worry, and we're on the plates. San Andreas fault. So we're due for a big one. We are, and that's the thing we supposed to be preparing ourselves for. But I'm preparing myself for a zombie apocalypse, and that's why I said it has to hit around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. because I will be home. And to tell you the truth, I might not even be paying attention because more than likely I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty or playing some game, and I'm gonna miss the announcement, the breaking news because I'm gonna be playing the games. But just so happen if I'm watching Sports Center and this breaking news comes on, first thing I'm thinking, all right, my old lady, and she knows this plan. She knows if she's not with me, she knows what I'm doing. We have a Costco, and a lot of people are saying you shouldn't go to, but this is the way I look at it. Costco is because I live in the hood, but I'm borderline. Like it's it's a freeway underpass, right? So I'm on this side where the hood is. On the other side, we have the marina, where some of the nice, well out to do people live.
Zombies probably wouldn't make their way to the hood anyway.
So what it is it's a trail. People run this trail, and it's along the water. And about 5 miles down the way, there's a Costco that's near that trail. And what I'm thinking I could do is take that back road with my family to get to this Costco. Because a lot of people are going to be panicking. They're going to be thinking, we got to get food, we got to get water, this and that. Like, people are stupid. They're going to be panicking. And you got to be smart and just focused, You're going to panic a little bit, but you just got to have that person. And I think I can be that person that's going to be strong-minded and prepared and just calm. Get to Costco. Take over that motherfucker. I'm talking about... Because you're going to have people there. You're going to have people there, like, probably trying to get in. You got to fight your way in there. Take control of that place. Close them little... What do they call those doors that open and close, like the little... the gates. I forgot what they call them, but because we had when we worked that long. So you always had to open and close.
I know what you
mean. It was whatever... Oh, fuck, I don't know what to call a gate. But get control of that. Get in there. You get in Costco. And one thing they don't have... Ours don't sell guns. So I get that part. We're not going to have no real weapons or anything. But, man, give me some food, some water. They have a whole bunch of utilities and all these type of things in there, tools and things. Get that locked up.
They sell a lot of tools? I haven't been to Costco in years.
Yeah, they sell everything but guns, I guess. I mean, unless we had one of those warehouses where they had, like, everything where they did have guns and stuff, we'd be set.
So the first thing you do is you stop at the Big Five. You get your guns.
That's what you got to do first, right? But Big Five out of the way. And that's the thing. You got to have one of those plans where you know what you're going to do. And I have that plan. It's taking that trail to get there. A lot of people aren't going to be thinking about taking that trail to get there. We finally get there, set up shop. And then now the problem is, at this time, it's probably just going to be me, my wife, and my son. So it's going to be the three of us. And like you say, a lot of that building, all that stuff's going to be kind of forced upon me.
Yeah.
And this is where things become difficult because all moral values in our society are going to go to the wayside. You're not wanting to help everybody do all that stuff is not flying, dude. Like, we're in survival mode. Just like The Walking Dead. Like, that's why I enjoy watching this show because you're seeing these human interactions and you fighting between, like, what's right and what's wrong and moral value. Like, they have these issues. And for me, I want to be that person where I want to be firm and fair, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the Bobbya dictatorship. I'm going to listen to things with people kind of like ideas of things, but first and foremost, it's me surviving, keeping my family safe, and keeping the group safe. So if you're talking about, we got to let these people in, they look like they need help, I'm going to make a judgment call. I'm going to just be like, no. If they can't help us, I don't know. See, it's difficult because a lot of people are going to want to help other people out. I feel the best way to stay safe and survive is to just close the doors to people. And I know what's going to happen is people going to be like, we need to get in there. They're going to still try to get in. But I think by the time they do all that, I'm going to have to place fortified. There ain't nobody getting in there, man.
You always used to say that, Bobby, right? You said, I'm not going to be afraid to shoot you in the head once you...
you got it. So
expendable.
You have to... See, that's another thing. If I do get a group of people, to have those builders and people that can cook and, just do stuff that helps the team, I don't want to run into issues where people are challenging me. Like, you got to say... It's just like if you go to jail, you look for the biggest and baddest dude in there, and you knock his ass out to let people know I'm not to be messed with. So the moment someone starts challenges...
How are you going to deal with this with a wife and a kid?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we did get a group of people where we, like in the beginning, where we kind of get people that's there. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to just come in Costco and be like, all right, everybody got to get the fuck out. You know, it's gonna be.
One thing advantage of Moresco's plan is you're at a high elevation. People have to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Have to go through traps, maybe altitude.
I just don't think Moresco is
Costco,
capable of doing all of this stuff.
Well,
He's I mean, I don't know.
The actual building of like the fucking like the tree fort, like yeah, that like I'd have to bring.
That's gonna take time.
You said time or talent? Or
Time.
both?
Well, both. Yeah, talent and time because.
Well, it doesn't have to be elaborate.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to be a 2-story fucking house up there.
First thing you do is you get to the top of that mountain, and you just make sure that you're safe, and that's essentially your campsite. You don't have to make some crazy tree house. You just make some place with shelter that has maybe a roof, right?
Yeah, just like the like the bare fucking basics.
Yeah. I really like your plan a lot because I just feel like you're gonna barely have people to challenge you there because a lot of people aren't gonna be making it all the way out to the wilderness, and if they do, I don't see that much of an issue. With me being in Costco, people gonna always be looking for supplies. They're always gonna be needing food, so I'm gonna always have to be fighting people off. You know,
probably like in what 2 years? Or not even a year. All that food's gonna go spoiled, man. All that.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of canned goods.
What do you
in
do?
there.
What do you do when all that shit runs out?
Yeah. That's the problem.
And if you have like your core, like if you have a network of people, eventually, the food's gonna go.
No, it is.
It probably lasts for a while, but it will.
And it is,
go.
and that's why I like the fact that it is placed near work. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, you don't want to be near the water." I do because, like I say, the marina's not that far away. It's not because I'm taking that trail to get there from where the marina is located. So once it runs out, then you're just like, okay, gotta move on. Go back that trail. I mean, it may have zombies on it, but I think that it's enough you have enough time, and the plan will be set out that this is what we got to do. Get back to that marina, get one of them boats, and then, man, I might even try to get on Alcatraz. I might, dude. I might.
That would be the way.
I might try to get to Alcatraz, dude. That just hit me just now.
But then you're stuck though, right? There's not enough resources on Alcatraz for you to last.
But you know what though? I think that'd be a good home base. That'd be a good home base. I just thought of that. That just hit me. Alcatraz, get on your boat. Go to the city.
Where are you gonna get a boat though?
At the marina. How we?
What the zombies are gonna attack you there, man?
I mean, no, it's not gonna be safe. This is one of them things you're gonna have to take one of these chances. Always.
I'm going with Moresco's plan with the Hunger Games slant. You saw the first one, right?
Yeah.
Where Jennifer Lawrence goes up to the top of the tree, ties herself to a branch, so you sleep up there so you're safe.
Yeah, that was smart.
That was really smart. Can't fall out.
And I feel like the forest, you have more places for safety, right? You have more, like you can go higher elevation. You can do the trees. You have your resources with maybe like fruits and maybe like animals,
Yeah, I mean, if you ran out of fucking animals, like let's say there's no deer, like no squirrel, like then that's a whole nother fucking problem.
Well, then you start becoming cannibals, right? that
or you start eating tree bark. There's gotta be some nutrients in tree bark. But
yeah, I like his idea a lot. I really do. It's gonna be tough in the early goings, getting all that stuff set up. But man, that's once you do get everything set, it's gonna be nice. Like I say, Costco is in my mind the first thing that I thought of, like what to do. 'Cause a lot of people gonna be trying to get places and get the family and doing all that stuff. And after they kind of settle themselves, they're gonna be like, okay, we gotta get supplies. They're gonna be thinking Safeways and Lucky's and all those places. But Costco's gonna eventually come up, and I just feel like I'm gonna be in more danger there. But I just think that's the place to go for food.
Well, and you live right there.
Yeah, and I live close enough
to where you live.
For Bobby, the equivalent of Santa Cruz Mountains would be Mount Diablo, right?
Yeah.
He would go up there and set up camp up there.
Yeah.
And I just like the whole elevation thing.
That is good.
You see the zombies coming after you, so even if they're coming, whereas Costco, you'd have to be on the roof or something, right? Meaning you have to be outside.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like you're in the forest, you're already outside, you're at a high elevation, you see them coming, you can prepare for them, you can go in a tree. They're not going to climb up that tree. You can tie yourself up there. You can pick them off,
Yeah.
That just seems like a good idea.
It is. Damn it. I like it.
Because the resources will just run out. We're talking long term. We're talking like 5-10 years, right? Like.
That's fucking scary to think about, though.
Yeah, you got to prepare yourself for the zombie apocalypse, bro. So, all right, I like your idea. Man, I don't see how you get into your extreme weather place. I mean, unless you got
None
this
of the
plan.
airports would be taking help.
Yeah.
You would have to drive to Mexico.
I would probably try to find Moresco in the Santa Cruz Mountains.
I like that idea. So okay,
I'll just fucking shoot a flare.
I like it. You got me thinking about this. So
Twin Peaks, maybe that.
I got the Costco thing. You got the wilderness in Santa Cruz Mountains. Matt Wong is dead because he's basing it off the weather. That's the first thing he thought of.
It's me looking at Costco, looking at the mountain, trying to figure out which one I should go.
Right. Well, you already know, dude. I'm gonna see you coming, and I'm gonna think, is he a threat? Is he a threat? So he might as well go to the mountain. He might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I like that one. That was a good one. That was a good one. So I still haven't figured out how to sign these things off, but
make sure you save the email address because you can't point to it if there's someone's listening to it.
what's the email address?
It's Bobbya.podcast. Bobbya period.
Up here or down here? Where's it gonna show up at on the screen?
On the audio podcast, they're not going to show up anywhere, Bob. You got to record that later.
Or we'll say that email address again, man. You the producer of all of this stuff. You know all that stuff.
Period podcast at gmail.com.
So if you guys have any questions, any suggestions of what you would do in an impending zombie apocalypse, let us know because it is coming. Matt Wong has a Twitter account. I have one.
Contact Bobby though. Contact Bobby. Don't contact me. I'm in the shadows.
And so hit me up on Twitter at Bobbya1984. Matt Moresco, your Twitter is.
I'm working on it.
So you're working on it. So yeah, he's gonna get his going. But hey, thanks for joining us. And until next time, man, we gotta get up out of here. Peace.